Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to Mother 3. When we last left off, we completed Chapter 4, and today we're going to start Chapter 5. I do want to preface this with letting you know that this is the second time I have recorded Chapter 5. I recorded the entirety of the chapter, start to finish, and then I got my new computer, and the file, I don't know how, what, when, where, or why, but I accidentally deleted it. So, we're going to do this again. And the empty space up there is my end of chapter file for chapter 5. I figured, I don't need that. So, we have a giant tower that's shooting lightning bolts, and I do have to wonder at, just how smart are the people of Tasmily? Like, there's a giant tower in the distance that shoots lightning, and somehow the lightning and stuff is still mysterious. But let's go into Chapter 5, the Tower of Thunder. And our goal is to get the hummingbird egg back from where Duster stashed it. That is our current stated goal. And we got the band back together, ironically by breaking apart another band. But we certainly want to go ahead and do some extra stuff not related to getting the hummingbird egg back. Now, you could have actually come over to this cliff before. Obviously, you wouldn't have been able to do anything because we didn't have Duster in his wall staples. Alright, so we have our full party. And there's the item guy. This guy, he'll actually randomly walk left to right. It's pretty neat, actually. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is I want to sell my chickens. No, I don't want to sell my easy grip stick. Just the chickens. We want to sell the chickens, and we want to buy a sparrow bandana. We want to buy a azure ribbon. And we want to buy a fly charm. No, just one fly charm. Everybody else is pretty much set. I could buy, if I had lots of extra money, I could buy Capricorn bracelets. But we're going to find all the bracelets and stuff we need. So, the game wants you to go up north here. But this game does not have that many side quests. However, we are going to do one of the few side quests that are actually available in the game right now. First, we're going to open this. To get a really good item. And to trigger this side quest, we got to go all the way back to Osohi Castle. So we're just going to avoid this guy. And we're going to go down this way. One thing I'd like to point out is you can actually continue to do the part-time work here. And they do pay you money. They give you 200 DP every time you do it. And interestingly enough, this guy right here it's 50 DP per person for factory workers. He tells you you're lying. I don't know if this is true or whatever, because I'm not going to do it, because you have to go down there and push the guys up, and it's literally just faster to walk back to Tasmily. But his message changes every time you do the part-time work. So I'm wondering, if you do enough part-time work, if maybe he eventually lets you go for 50 DP. Oh, got a stick. Oh well. Okay. Those guys can actually drop the sticks. So anyway, I'm going to go back to Tasmily off screen. And I will meet you at the top of Osohi Castle. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the top of Osohi Castle. There's really not much to show up here. There's actually, most of the enemies are actually gone, because if you remember, the pig masks actually defeated most of them. So, yeah. This is my inventory. Picked up a couple of things. Got a couple of levels just fighting the random guys on the running back to Tazmily here. Lucas learned Life Up Beta, and Kumatora learned Paralysis Alpha. Past that, I didn't really do anything else. I could have went and got more Thunder Bombs, but I opted against it because it takes too long. But do you remember Mr. Passion from way back in Chapter 2? Well, he's back. And now he calls himself Lord Passion. And we will listen thoroughly. No, it's not wonderful. So this guy is not difficult, but if you don't get a handle on him really quickly, he will destroy you. So the first things first, we want to do the... is it the Scary Mask? Yeah, it's the Scary Mask. Hopefully I can get lucky and actually the Scary Mask will land. We're going to have Boney defend because... Okay, that's not too bad. So this guy right here has about 2,900 hit points, something like that. Let me actually look up the exact number. But the thing that makes him scary is he's got moves that hit multiple people. He can hit, 2 people with the candles. He can hit your entire party by throwing everything but the kitchen sink at you. That'll do like 60 points of damage to your entire party. So, nice. That's good. Once you get his offense reduced 2 times, you don't have to have Boney defend. So, where is the enemy list here? We're in Chapter 5. And Lord Passion has 2,897 hit points. Alright, so we want to give Duster, and we want to use the Tickle Stick now, and we'll just have offense down, take off his last level of attack. So this guy can also, in addition to his very powerful attack, like his wielding his baton there will do like 60 points of damage to a single target. It's a lot of damage for this point in the game. This game is very interesting compared to Earthbound because the buffs and debuffs are actually really, really good in this. And I don't really need to make him cry, I don't think. So, you can actually make Lord Passion cry every time. He's just as weak to it as he was before. But I do want to, okay, keep his... Alright, that's everybody once, so now I can do PK Love. And we will do one more Tickle Stick, and we'll have you cure that. So he can make you cry, and he can do numbing. He can numb you. This song, by the way, to combo, it speeds up and slows down, and I just cannot, for the life of me, do it. Like, I can't do the combos under the most ideal circumstances. This is not ideal circumstances. Okay, so that's done. We don't really need to eat anything. Let's see. He is weak to fire. That's the element you want to attack with. Everybody's good. Pretty much when somebody gets down to about 50 points of damage at this point, just throw a Life Up Alpha on them. It'll be fine. We don't need to cure that crying just yet. But you can see the difference in damage that we were taking at the beginning of the fight. So that did 30 points of damage in the opening barrage. Now it's doing 5. Let's see, we got one more love in us. And then next round, I'll have Lucas use his use offense up on himself. So he gets 2 stacks of it. We will go ahead and use Healing Alpha. Yeah, that right there will do 60, 70 points of damage to your entire party. It's ridiculous and scary, and if he does it 2 turns in a row, you're going to have a bad time. Alright, so let's see. Let's do that, and I could probably save myself a little bit of damage by making him cry, but really the damage that he's capable of is so small that when he's debuffed like this, that really I just rather get that extra attack in. Alright, cool. We are good there, and back to the fire. So if Boney takes another hit, I'll heal him. And mostly this fight is just long, because he's got so much. He has more hit points than pretty much anybody we fought up to this point by a very wide margin. He might have the... No, he doesn't have the most in the chapter, but it's close. Only the last boss in the chapter has more hit points than Lord Passion here. You know what, Boney, go ahead and just eat yourself a bread roll. And there it is. That was Lord Passion. So I'm going to go downstairs and go in the hot spring, and then I'm going to go back to the bakery in Tazmily, and I'm going to buy a whole bunch of fresh eggs. And what I'm going to do with those fresh eggs is I'm immediately going to come back to the Osohi Castle, and I'm going to get some hot spring eggs as my healing for the next leg of the game. They are basically the best like DP per healing we can get. But the reason we came here was for these for Duster. The mystical shoes are amazing. They're not his ultimate weapon in the game, but they are... It's going to be basically close to the final dungeon before he finds something comparable. They raise his max hit points by 15. They plus 40 to attack power. So his current shoes are plus 12. Gives him some IQ, and it raises his speed by 7, I think. So they're really good. So Duster is now the best attacker. He's the fastest. He's got the most hit points. So yeah. Like I said, I'm going to go to the bakery, buy some fresh eggs, go take a dip in the hot spring in the bottom of Osohi Castle, because it's the closest one, I do believe. And then I will meet you back on the cliff where we were before.